You'd like what, Liz?
I'd like this to stop.
You'd like what? Sorry, come again, Liz?
Little Cushionberry Finn.
Liz was talking about
Hey,
smoking weed.
Yeah.
Ew, that's
She was talking about
cringe.
smoking a weed live.
Oh,
For
that's
legal
gross.
reasons, here at the Coffee Breath Show, I would like to identify the fact that we live in California, where weed has been recreationally legalized. And we are allowed to consume it as long as we are over the age of 21 or over the age of 18 and able to use a medical card with a doctor's permission. Please, smoke responsibly. Liz, can you stop cutting me out? If we don't do this, we get sued.
I requested that I get to go home.
You requested
To smoke a little bit of that kush!
Yeah, she was like, guys, I'm addicted to the reefer, to the devil's lettuce.
She's actually got the Reaper
I
madness.
need to go
Beelzebub's broccoli? Abaddon's avocados?
She needs to go, chase the green berry, if you know what I'm saying.
A little bit of that Dante's Inferno, if you know what I'm saying.
She needs to,
Virgil.
She needs to, harvest, trim her lawn and harvest the grass and,
That's
smoke
a euphemism for taming your pubic hair. That is not a weed thing.
No, I'm pretty sure she's smoking it.
Dan, how about you suck
Wait,
on
she's
these
smoking
nuts?
her pubic hair?
How about you suck on these nuts?
Oh, up top. Fuck you.
First of all, I didn't ask. Plus ratio. Plus you fell off.
Ratio. Nobody asked for your opinion.
Amen.
You absolutely have fallen off every single time, including whenever you get down from that stool because you're so short.
I've got 2 nuts that you can fall right off of. But before that, I want to thank everybody for joining us live here for another episode of the Coffee Breath Show every Sunday night from Bar Coffeebreath at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. My name is Daniel J. Collette. I am your host as always, and I'm joined by a panel of my friends, and also... Why this shit always gotta break, like, right before I fucking start? What in the goddamn heckin' hell?
Oh, it's a Logitech C910. That's why. That thing will break every moment of every day.
Yeah,
Unless Logitech wants to give us money, and then we'll say, yeah.
And,
Deactivate it and then reactivate
what
it?
if I go like this?
And,
If the stream crashes right now, then y'all know why.
then I'll die here, and then maybe I'll go home.
Maybe this worked.
You're going to want to deactivate it and then reactivate it?
No, I did. That didn't work.
Fuck.
Chat, thanks for bearing with us. I'll fix this in a minute. We have a couch.
Kathy's here.
Kathy's here on the couch, and we have some more friends joining us soon for our live studio audience. Kathy, no one asked, by the way.
I asked, Kathy.
Stop being rude. Thank you.
I will fix that later. But for now, you can't see Kathy. I see a bunch of our friends in the chat. I see Cadenza. I see DJ Steve McQueen. Thank you for the compliment. My hair is getting a little bit long. I need to get it cut, but thank you. I appreciate that.
Counter argument. Go for the Russell Crowe.
That's what
No.
I said.
No, I can't pull it off.
I feel like you can definitely... You have the beard structure for
I
it.
want to see. I want to see.
My hair doesn't part that well in the middle. Like, it doesn't really do that.
Just make it do it.
I don't know.
Be better.
I have, like, very weird hair. It can only be styled in certain ways.
Oh, I definitely saw Game and Talk. I found it when I was looking for images of specifically Kathy and yours faces for my presentation.
Yeah, I look pretty different.
Your old haircut had me dying.
Yeah, it was not great. It was not my best
You
look.
looked like you were in a My Chemical Romance cover band.
I think I looked a little bit better than that. I think that's harsh.
I love My Chemical Daniel.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna start a My Chemical Romance cover band called My Chemical
Daniel J. Parade.
My mom's in the chat, guys, so no swearing.
If it was Dan's, it would be called the White Parade.
Oh God, no! Don't say that.
Instead of good Charlotte, it's good Collette.
Don't say that, Myles.
Let's not start off with hate crime.
All right, thank you all for joining us.
We're hate criming? Wait, how is it a hate crime to say exactly what he is?
I'm not even gonna tiptoe around this one.
How is
I'm
this
going
a
in
hate
a
crime
different
to
area
acknowledge who
completely.
Dan is?
Guys, it's been a few days since we've been live. Actually, I was trying to think of when the last time we were live is, and it was our Coffee Breath Sessions cross Mike's rear PowerPoint presentation party. Thank you to everyone who tuned in for that and donated money. We raised over $2,000, which is pretty fucking cool. For a good cause, for a charity, for United Way of Los Angeles. Okay, like, come on. Look at that. You guys can see in the chat down. How the fuck do you pronounce that? No, fuck that. That's hard. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, I've just never made a single attempt to pronounce that word in my life.
I've just always said Michelle.
Yeah, that's not in English. Anyway, well, thank you guys for tuning into that. If you did, and if you donated, thank you very much for helping us raise over $2,000 for United Way of Los Angeles. All of the VODs have been going up for that. The full VOD is on our YouTube channel, and I've been uploading each of the presentations as their own separate video. In case you want to watch someone's in particular, over on our Clips channel. So if you type !YouTube in the chat, you'll get a link to both of those. The main channel where we upload VODs from this show and also like full streams from Coffee Breath sessions. And then on the Clips channel, you get like the shorter little bites. So go ahead. Thank you, Steve, for dropping that in the chat. Go ahead and sub to both of those if you haven't already. It really helps us out a lot. Trying to grow on there. Kind of hard to do that on YouTube. So yeah, go sub and go check out some of those presentations if you didn't already. We had some really good ones, especially mine. I should have won.
No.
I should have.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Mine was pretty based, I think. Also, Kathy, fucking rude. Do not say that about my attire.
I think that you getting fourth place was a miracle.
Actually, for real though, but you gotta understand it was on his channel.
Also, you also have to understand that he had 11 minutes to farm Pogs.
That's true.
And I also threw, and I still got second.
You did not get second.
I got second. I got the best slides award.
You didn't get best slides.
Second at all.
That's exactly what second means. What are you on about?
I'm not sure.
I'm sorry. How many trophies did your ass get?
He got longest.
I got longest presentation award.
That's right.
And you did throw it off the balcony.
Yeah.
So you
No. He didn't throw it off the balcony. I threw it off the balcony. Please don't.
So where's your
thrown off?
So
the
where's
balcony.
your trophy?
Well, out in the alleyway behind the.
Where's
building.
the trophy?
Gone.
So you have no trophy.
You have no. I've got two nuts.
Yes, and.
I've got two nuts that you don't have.
You hard pivoted. You lost the joke.
Hey, listen. We are gonna get to Liz's takes in just a minute.
This does look really small right now.
But before I think it's because we sandwiched her this time.
Wait, is
Liz
Liz
being in the
small
I don't think
or
this
just
changes
very
it.
far away?
When I'm in the hole, I have to be up against the bar, and I can lean back now. I have that ability, and so I look small.
This is really nice, actually. I'm kind of into this.
It's great.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But what I want to do
Because
before
my back hurts from carrying the show.
yeah, that's pretty sick. And what I'm about to do is Daniel J figure update.
Can we do this quickly?
Yeah. Liz has her take to present tonight and all that stuff. Her little pitch that she's gonna do in just a bit. But before that, guys, I got some new figures and I need to show them to you. The first one. So yesterday, Kathy and I went to the Tamashi Nation's pop-up shop in Santa Monica, and they were there for like a couple months. They're the company that sells like the SH Figuarts and like a lot of the Dragon Ball shit. I don't give a fuck about Dragon Ball, so there's a lot of stuff there that I didn't care about. But they had a few things that really caught my eye, and I'm going to show them to you now. First one is the SH Figuarts Pac-Man. Got this for like 70% off. Absolutely stoked on it. He's got like, look at all these little points of articulation he's got here. You can like wiggle those around. You can swap out his face for other expressions.
Oh God!
Oh no, the light came off too. He snaps back in like this. Yeah, you can dismember this Pac-Man.
You're doing Italian hate crimes.
And he comes with a little ghost, which I thought was cute, little cherry too. So really happy with this pickup. I'm gonna rate this one 5 figures out of 5 figures. Then next up, we got the real big boy. We got the big one.
I drink.
This is next level shit. I saw this and I was like.
Yeah, more like a next level of bad, am I right? Up top, Miles.
Shut the fuck up.
I haven't seen the film.
It fucking sucks.
So this is the I forget what they called it on the box. There was a very specific name for it. But this
still thinks it's Sessions.
Oh, sorry, I'll fix that in a sec. This is the Ava that Mari operates in the end of the new movie. Not really a spoiler, but
That's
I guess
the beginning of the movie.
No, this part is at the end, isn't it? Oh wait, no, you're right. That's no. I was thinking of a different part. Yes, it's in the very beginning of the movie, so it's definitely not a spoiler. Her Ava gets all fucked up, and like mid-fight, she starts like picking up parts of the other Avas and snapping them together, and it's called the Evangelion Improvised Battle Unit. This thing is massive. You can tell it's like the size of my head. Almost didn't buy it. I was like, this is a crazy thing to own. It might be a little bit too OD.
It's a little much.
And then Kathy was like, let's go walk around and come back if you want it. And boy, did I want it. So, had to pick this one up. This is just too insane. You can, swap all these little things out for, different parts. It's got a bunch of parts.
Kathy, you could have talked him out of it.
Akira, you are absolutely based. You understand.
It's pretty big. Wait, no. The first movie is nothing. It's just a recreation of the first 9 episodes of the show.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, I don't think the first movie brings a lot.
And then the second movie's amazing.
I think Evangelion 4.0 is a dope movie, and if you don't like it, you're cringe. Okay.
You're the one wearing a Dreamcast shirt and bought this fucking abomination.
Yeah, look at me. Do I look like a guy who knows how to spend his money? Absolutely.
Do you look
without a shadow?
I'm sorry. Do I look like a person who has money in the first place?
Look around at the bar.
Yeah, I have 2 swords behind me, so clearly I know where to invest.
Clearly I have tetanus.
Clearly I know where the value is. Where you want to put the money. I'm hiding my money in swords and figures.
He does have it.
You know how people hide their money in art? Really rich people?
They hide it in offshore bank accounts as a cabal of billionaires.
No, this is such children. A thing. All notable art collectors are mega billionaires that purchase art as a way to hide their assets so that they don't. No,
they buy art and then gift it so they avoid taxes that way.
Yeah, if you purchase a piece of art and have it valued at $50,000 or more, it counts as a charitable donation if you donate it.
Michelle's right. Art is for hiding secrets and clues, not money.
Yeah, well, for me, it's figures and swords. So if you come to my place,
secrets and
just
clues.
know I'm hiding a lot of money inside of my Pac-Man figure. Maybe.
And what he's not hiding in his figures is a lot is a lot of red flags.
Liz, since you're such a stoner, since you're such a weed smoker, do you want to put your weed inside of here? I feel like
is he hollow?
Yeah,
that's kind of fun.
You could I feel
as an actual drug user, yeah, I would definitely do that. That's kind of high.
I feel like that's what.
That would be a banger.
Yeah, if I was 12 and trying to hide weed from my parents. I didn't do that, Mom. She's on the chat right now.
Hi, Gail.
I didn't do that.
I'm saying if I... You were telling us about that one time where your mom walked out of the room and you started rolling this fat fucking blunt and you were like, fuck you, Mom.
Bro.
And then you lit that shit up and then you took a dope rip and then you started doing a little bit of coke. And then you hit up your 12-year-old girlfriend and you were like, "Hey, do you want to have big sloppy makeout time?"
Too far now.
And then you went and made out.
People in Massachusetts when I lived there, and I didn't go outside. So you're sure as shit. No, I'm not going to drug.
And then you were like, "Oh wow!" And then you just started making out with your same age at the time girlfriend. So it was totally fine.
I can back up that.
My mom said, "Not my son." So that's how you know. She can confirm.
And then you were like, let's take off our shirts. And then you both took off your shirts. And then you were like, it's cold in here, so you put your shirt back on.
What is this? I don't like where this is going. Anyway.
Then you pulled out a gun and you robbed a convenience store. And you were like, hello, I'm 12-year-old Daniel J. Collette. I mean, the robber. And then you were like, give me all the money in the bag.
That's a great
Kathy.
That's a really great point, Kuba. I'm going to take that into consideration while we move on to the next topic.
Fucking Christ.
It was a great topic. Great bit. Tune in next week for more Daniel J. Jr. stories. This is a reoccurring segment
Daniel
now.
J. Jr.
Yeah.
Guys, you might have heard this week, people were talking about this.
It's like Little Ellen.
We'll get there later, but people were talking about this first this week. Hey, I'm speaking.
Talking about it.
Hey, people were talking about this. The Super Mario Brothers movie. The cast got announced. We don't need to tell you that already. I'm sure you heard on social media. There was a lot of buzz about this, a lot of conversation, a lot of chatter, and a lot of people had their thoughts on it. But Liz, in particular, had a really strong opinion that she had a better vision in mind for this film than what Nintendo and Illumination Pictures were trying to create. So I'm going to give Liz the floor. I mean, this is what I was told is an interactive pitch, so I think we'll all be involved in this. But Liz has prepared a pitch for her superior version of the Super Mario Brothers movie, and she's going to tell us a little bit about that now.
It's mostly casting and some thoughts, and also I want to hear everyone else's casting thoughts, because mine are...
I hit the wrong button, sorry. Ignore that. But also subscribe to our Clips channel. Sorry, one sec. Okay. Here we go.
Mine are unhinged and objectively incorrect. So I want to hear everyone else's thoughts. But
it is funny that the only person with a black and white photo was Chris Pratt, as though he died.
Yeah, suggesting he died while recording.
Can he please die? I would love that.
I will be right back to Mario.
My favorite bit is that because they cast Chris Pratt as Mario, we no longer can have gay Bowser. He must be heterosexual now. How do I advance the slideshow?
With the mouse under there.
Clicky. Okay, got it.
That?
Yeah.
Click it.
Okay, I'm not ready yet. I just want to remind everyone.
Or actually just tell me to advance it because I'm going to be moving the mouse around.
All right. Well, I just wanted to remind everyone first of the existing cast. Just everyone take a look, take a contemplation, take a considering. It's fine. Except for Chris Pratt, everything else.
I don't know. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong's pretty fucking weird.
That's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. I do black that out of my memory pretty much every time I look at this. Sorry, it's really distracting because Dan's fixing the webcam.
Ignore me. Just keep going. Have fun with it. Go crazy. Oh, yeah.
All right. So first of all, we have Mario, right? There's only one answer, and if it's not... Poor Charles Martinet, who got absolutely fucking shit on in the casting of this film, which I assumed when they cast Chris Pratt it was a live-action Mario film, because why else would they not cast the voice actor of Mario if they were casting a voice actor for Mario? But if we're going to commit to a middle ground between famous actor and Mario voice actor, can you advance, please?
Yep.
No brainer.
There's no question.
It's literally what I've been saying.
Yeah. No one else has any other thoughts here. All right, here's where it gets interesting. We have Luigi. Can we move on? I'm sorry. This is not the slideshow for this.
Wait, what? Did you send me the wrong link?
No, this is right.
No, it's just bad for you to be fixing this at the same time.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But this is life. This is Twitch.
This is literally we're doing it live.
All right. I did find the lowest resolution Danny DeVito photo to ever exist because I did this in about 10 minutes. So
perfect casting.
I think we keep him.
Yeah, we keep him. Perfect casting.
However, assuming the casting of Danny DeVito, I think that it would be really, really funny as an alternate. Can you advance, please, Dan? To have Lee Pace. I think he could.
I've never seen
Have you seen Pushing Daisies?
No.
This is my husband.
He's from a show that no one's ever seen called *Halt and Catch Fire*. He is. I love that show. He is also Ronan the Destroyer from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, the memorable character, Ronan the Destroyer.
Yeah.
Which Dan, of course, recognizes because he's a normie and he's white.
He's
So
a sexy elf dad in The Hobbit.
Pushing Daisies is the height of television, and I think that if he reprised his energy from Pushing Daisies as Luigi, it would be perfect. And also, I think it would be so
Can they not see us anymore?
funny.
Sorry, I thought that for a second, but we're good. I fixed the webcam now.
Great, good for you.
it is funny to think that we're only 10 minutes in and it's our worst episode already.
Because I'm trying
Worst
to,
episode so far.
Very true.
I'm trying to
Actually,
be
it's
funny,
the last one,
but my
too.
vibes are off now because I'm distracted. I think Luigi is always yearning somewhere in his soul, and I also think it would be really funny to have Danny DeVito running around as Mario, and also Lee Pace in all of his 6'7", like hunching over, just like trying to make himself tiny. Like
Wait,
next
so this
to
is
him.
live action?
Yeah.
This version? Okay.
So
This is specifically a live action version.
I also
You probably should have said that up front because that's very different now.
So this is a live action version. I also
then if
think
it's
that,
not John Leguizamo, then get the fuck out of here.
He's still alive.
He's still a great actor.
Should I advance?
I can advance.
I'm advancing now.
But I can do it.
Okay.
Can you give me the thing?
Sure,
Do you need
fuck
to be
me,
in
sure,
charge?
yeah, I don't need to
You put
do
me in
anything.
charge of this!
Shit we put up with as professionals.
Yeah, we really are the most professional part of the show. It's kind of tragic.
You know what's
It's fine,
professional? Me fixing the webcam and sound mixing this live and producing it live.
I want to
While I
die
host
here.
it.
Actually, it's not professional. The professional thing to do would be to just call it a loss.
Yeah, I literally
I've got two nuts you can call lost. Liz, continue.
Okay,
do production.
So I
weekly
think
live.
Princess
I get
Peach
it.
is missing a couple things as an energy, and Anya Taylor-Joy is fine. I don't know that she's going to bring anything to the role particularly, and I think the energy that Princess Peach could bring is MILF who could kill me, and that's why I think Lucy Liu should be Princess Peach. This may be unhinged. I don't care.
This is pretty unhinged.
But I think that this
Pretty
is the
fucking
energy
unhinged.
that she deserves. Toad. I forget. Is it
Keegan-Michael
Key?
It's Keegan-Michael
He's playing
Key.
Toad, which is fine. He does fun little faces and sounds, but you know who I think deserves to have fun with
Also
a role?
Danny DeVito.
Finally, who deserves to have fun is Brendan Fraser. I think he finally deserves to have fun. I think he would have a blast being Toad. I think he would just...
You are clearly not watching Doom Patrol if you think he's
I
not
think he
having
would have a
fun
great
right
time.
now.
Well, now he's having fun. Now that people have cast him in things.
He has been in Doom Patrol for like 5 years now.
Listen,
I'm pretty sure this dude is Toad in real life. Like,
yeah, look
he
at
is-
him. He's got the vibes.
Wait, do you not know who this is?
I mean, yeah, I know
Okay,
who he is.
okay.
I'm just saying, like, he is Toad.
Wait, Brendan Fraser has only ever had fun.
Yeah.
No, but then
Well, not with the
he
divorce and the
really-
surgeries.
yeah,
Well,
he
yeah,
had
I mean, he had some...
shit go down, and then everyone stopped
What?
casting him, and everyone kept making fun
Oh,
of him
no.
and being horrible to him.
Kathy
No,
just
I
asked
think-
if Brendan Fraser was in Friends.
Brendan Fraser was indeed in
I
Friends.
know he was in the Mummy. I know he was
Is-
in the
is-
Mummy.
you
I was thinking
Is
about-
Brendan Fraser white culture?
No, I have one question.
Is it just Brendan Fraser who is
No,
white
no.
culture? Is it just him?
So
No,
here's the problem.
I'm not
understand-
okay.
I understand Kathy's train of thought. Brendan Fraser, the show Frasier.
That's what I was going to say.
Also in the 90s, the show Friends.
He was on He was on a bunch of shows.
That's the thought process.
Sorry,
Also
Liz,
in the
I-
90s.
I would like to acknowledge Dan's mom in the chat.
Yeah, I don't want to distract too much
I would
from
like
your
it to
pitch,
know.
but I've never told this story on stream, but yes, my mom is correct. Because as a child she insisted on giving me a bowl cut until I was like way too old for it, to the point where it was like our family members were like, "Hey, you should get him a normal haircut. Like, this is weird." And like I was a dumb kid, so I didn't care. But it was like she let me have a bowl cut for way too long, and by let me, I mean she chose to give me a bowl cut. And so it became like a thing at school. And because I had a bowl cut, people thought I looked like Toad. And so they called me Toad. And that was my nickname for like probably like kindergarten through like 5th grade, I'd
Good.
say.
You do kind of sound like Toad.
Yeah.
We should bring Toad
You
back.
should hear me fuck. Anyway, go on.
I live in your walls. I've heard you fuck.
You live in these walls?
I live in these walls.
He's a Frogger.
Okay. Donkey Kong is the insane choice, which is Seth Rogen, which I think he should be stopped. And I think that no one should ever cast Seth Rogen again. I think he should just I think we should all pretend that he didn't exist and we should be done with him. I have a rather unhinged take for Donkey Kong. I think Noel Fielding would just bring a certain panache to the role of Donkey Kong.
See, this is a
I
joke
don't
only
know
people on
why.
Tumblr seem to get because
I don't
Catherine's
know
going
why.
insane.
He's one of the great British Bake Off guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's-
that's what. Okay.
That's how I
He's
know
one of the hosts
him.
of British Bake Off, but he's just like a British comedian who's just like very, very weird and known for being goth.
I've never once watched this show while not like heavily on the influence. So
Wait, Kathy has a thought. Wait, what was it? Do you want to come on?
Yeah.
I mean, the webcam is working now, so you can
Oh,
sit
is
over
it?
there. Yeah.
Should I say it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's put you in.
why'd you leave your position?
We were supposed to have at least 2 more friends coming, but they might have just fucking died. Adam
might
and
be
Lexi
dead.
might just be dead.
With,
So,
with how Adam drives sometimes, yeah, he might be. I mean, they might be dead.
hold on. Wait, here's Kathy.
There's
Let me
Kathy.
turn on her mic. Okay, now they can hear you.
Um,
What were you saying,
Give us
Kathy?
the tail, Kathy.
Oh, just one time. I studied abroad in London.
Cringe.
I don't know if anyone knows this. I
Very
never really
cool.
talk about it, but it was like a formative experience in my life. But I was walking down a London street and Noel Fielding walks by me and he's wearing like this like long black dress and just like looking incredibly goth. This was before British Bake Off, and my eyes just go, and then he walks away.
Yeah.
So, and I think he would be amazing.
He would be a good Donkey Kong
This is
because
inspired casting.
I have another slide.
Hold on, wait, real quick. Kathy can't see the chat right now, but Michelle is asking, did you ever go to Shrek's Adventure London experience when you were there?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Okay, so no.
So sorry.
Anyway, back to Liz's slideshow.
It's because when I think of Donkey Kong, I think of pure vibes, and the vibes that he gives off in his like pure fashion choices are just off the charts. Look at that fucking sweater on the right. Look at the energy he's bringing.
That sweater actually is fucking cool.
It's so good. It's so good. The
I'm into
vibes are off the charts. I think he would just pull off Donkey Kong in a fascinating way. And this is my insane take. And I don't know if anyone else has a better Donkey Kong casting up there.
Oh, I do.
What is it?
Oh, it's the voice actor of the Donkey Kong Country cartoon from 2002 who yelled "Banana Slamma" a lot. I don't care what I don't care what he looks like. I don't even want to know what he looks like. I just want to see him and hear him again. That's all I care about. I want to hear him yell about giving people coconut cream pies again. That's what I want.
Understand.
I forgot how fucked up that show
That
was.
show was something.
That show was really different. Anyway, Liz, continue.
And I think, hello, you survived!
I heard cream pies.
Absolutely.
We're going through my unhinged casting.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, Liz. I gotta interrupt your pitch again.
Understandable.
Hello. Oh, hey, camera's on you guys
Oh
right now.
shit! Hey.
Hello,
Welcome.
Adam and Lexi are here.
They're here.
The bar's not full. Theo's there.
Hello.
Lexi and a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers villain are here.
Alright, hold on. Back to Liz's pitch.
I love you, Adam.
Of
Love
course,
you.
Bowser. This is the only casting they really hit the nail on the head, and there's no other option.
It's Jack Black.
It's Jack Black. All day, all night, it's Jack Black. I also have an alternate pitch where instead of this being a live action Super Mario movie, it is all animated except Jack Black is there, like a Muppet Christmas Carol. And he's just like he's just going full in, just like accepting the role of Bowser and just like.
But a Muppet Christmas Carol isn't animated.
Well, they're Muppets.
What do you mean? Yeah, they're a comedy group called the Muppets. What do you mean?
You know, that's fair. My bad.
It's a talking
My
frog, a
fucking
talking
bad.
bear, and a talking
My
pig.
fucking
Like,
bad.
the fuck are you on about?
Okay, I had some bonus casting thoughts for characters that we don't seem to have a cast for, and I just wanted to throw these out into the world. King Boo, I want Idris Elba, but I want him in the way that he played his role in Cats, where he's wearing like a skin-tight suit.
Yeah.
Like,
Sexy.
That would be
sexy
fucking
King
I
Boo.
want it to
Played
be.
by Idris
I
Elba.
want it to be like a Zentai. Like it's a white, pure white suit with a little crown, but his face is still just cut out of it.
Yeah.
He's not wearing any makeup,
Yeah.
so it's just like Idris Elba and then white.
And he's the only one with really defined abs for some reason.
Yes, absolutely. You can see his. I want bulge. I want Idris Elba.
I
bulge.
want Jason Derulo levels of bulge.
Akira Blade in the chat is right though.
That's true.
He's busy voicing
But
Knuckles.
I feel like he would be into it because he accepted the role
But
of
Knuckles
I feel
is
like he'd be okay
canonically
with it.
black and King Boo is not. So he might
I
not
feel like
be
King Boo's
That's
pretty
fair.
black
That's
coded.
fair.
I feel like King
I
Boo's
feel like
pretty
there's
black
two
coded. I
levels.
feel like Liz is onto something here.
Wario and Waluigi, I would like fucking Alex Winters
Alex
and Keanu
Winters.
Reeves.
I was worried that you forgot his name.
No, I
for a
remember his
second.
name.
Oh, thank God.
Fucking Alex Winters and Keanu Reeves in their Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure era. I think that they would.
Oh,
just be-
specific. If we can go back in time.
Yeah, I would like them at this age as Wario and
No,
Waluigi.
Alex Winters currently can still pull off being.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They both look really young.
No, they can't. The problem is that Keanu Reeves has
Keanu
lost
is
all.
Waluigi.
He has lost all ability to emote having fun.
No, he hasn't.
No,
Yes,
he
he
hasn't.
absolutely
No, he
still
hasn't.
has.
No, he still has it. Have you seen Bill and Ted Face the Music?
I have, and the whole time I thought, "Wow, you are really trying to act like Ted."
Yeah, well, he doesn't have it as Ted anymore, but he can still have fun.
Yeah, no,
I heard that it was good.
it's a good movie.
Okay.
Did you see that Netflix rom-com with what's her name, the comedian?
No.
Exactly what it is.
He's in it as himself, and he has a fucking whale of a time.
Good for him.
He has the most
But
insane
just
role in that film.
he is just like still clearly like Keanu Reeves can only play Keanu Reeves now, unfortunately.
No, Keanu Reeves could pull off Waluigi in a way that nobody else can.
I
think.
definitely don't think so, but go off.
No, this is true. This is the energy that I want out of Wario and Waluigi because I think at their core they're actually himbos, and no one knows.
No, I
this.
think
No one
Waluigi
understands
should be
this.
played by an unknown 13-year-old actor on stilts.
Wait, no.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
Wario is not a himbo. He actually hates women and has no respect for them.
You know that may
No,
be true.
Wario doesn't hate women. Wario hates anything that isn't giving him capitalistic gain.
That's true.
Yeah, he's a
This is-
singularly motivated character.
Absolutely.
The thing about it
If
is
you
he
know-
he likes animals enough to save a princess while she is in cat form, and then when he discovers she's a princess, he looks genuinely horrified at the revelation
Yes.
that he helped a woman.
I think he's just afraid of women.
No, he
I think this man is
He
No,
just
for him
stone-cold
it's a distraction.
homosexual.
He's just zoned in.
He
He's
wants the money.
I think it's just a stone.
No, he doesn't hate women. As we can see in the WarioWare lore, he does have plenty of
He's
female
willing to
friends.
work
He's just
with
gay
them.
coded.
That he is
Liz.
absolutely able to exploit women for money.
Yeah.
Liz, feel free to say no to this, but can I briefly interrupt this presentation, tell a really funny, very relevant story?
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
What
It's
about hating
interactive.
women is relevant?
Oh, don't worry.
So in college, we a lot of us went to film school together. That's how we met.
That's why we're cringe.
Yeah, that's why we're cringe.
Oh, our times at Emerson. I remember those times walking down Emerson Hall near the Emerson lobby as we went out to Emerson Quad and went to all of our Emerson classes together.
We
What a
didn't
good
have
time.
a lobby and we didn't have a quad.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Liz,
We didn't even have classes.
We didn't really
Liz,
have
you're
classes.
remembering it wrong.
So we all went to film school together, which is pretty cringe. But when
Michelle was there. See, she remembers the Emerson
yeah, she was
Quad.
also there, of course.
Only
there
cool
was
people were allowed to.
You know how film
Just
classes
me and
are,
Michelle.
where like film classes are like this thing where like you sit down and then the professor's like, name the best movie ever, and then 6 people in the room say Pulp Fiction, and then that's just, and then like there's usually one guy who's like, the Holy Mountain because he wants to sound really cool.
Or Citizen Kane.
Yeah, or Citizen Kane because he Googled best movie of all time.
Great film, but
and
cringe.
so shit like that just happens in film school all the time. And so there was this one class where I think it was like a writing class. I took a lot of screenwriting classes.
That explains a lot.
Doesn't have paid off for him, by the way.
I literally
They were required
I get
to
paid
graduate.
stacks to write screenplays for G2 Esports, the biggest esports.
I also got paid stacks to write G2 Esports.
Yeah, bro.
Anyone can do it.
And you just put the word esports in it, and you lost everything.
They were also required to graduate.
Yes, that too. But anyway, sorry, screenwriting class. The professor was like, what's the best character you've ever seen in a piece of media, and tell us why. And everyone goes through, they're like, oh yeah,
Walter White,
The Godfather,
Tony Soprano.
Yeah, Tony Soprano. They're all mob movies that are getting named. And I was like, you know what? I have a really strong opinion on this. And I said, it came around to me, and I said, guys, just listen for a second. I actually think it's Wario, and here's why.
And here's why.
And here's why. Because Wario is the greatest anti-hero ever. Because he accidentally does good by intending to do bad.
He's not intending to do bad. He's intending to do everything for himself.
Also, I would like to interrupt briefly. Ben, I played Quidditch on the public lawns of the Boston Common. Thank you very much. Adjacent to the tennis courts.
Man, that's a crazy way to say that you're a transphobe.
Wait.
Wait, hold on. No, we can't get this far off track.
No, I just realized something. That has to do with Dan's thing, which means I get to speak.
Okay, go.
Okay, so
The show sucks.
Michelle has...
Whoa! Miles' story just reminded me of this one time where I was
Fuck this
speaking.
show!
Back to the presentation.
No, but this is relevant.
Let
so
Miles do
Michelle,
his thing, and then we can go back.
Michelle had a presentation, very famous presentation about the morality of Sonic, and I think that we need one now
It was
for
Shadow!
Wario. Sorry, Shadow. We now need one for Wario.
Guy.
I don't give a shit.
I had a whole take on it, and maybe you're right. Maybe I save this for a future
I think
presentation.
you do need to save this for a future
So
presentation, and I have a lot of thoughts on this.
Maybe Miles and I will do a joint presentation on this.
So back to
I will dress
back to
up
Wario and Waluigi.
I will dress up as
Wario
Wario for this
Waluigi on
presentation.
the right. I think Keanu Reeves embodies the energy that is Waluigi. Next slide, please.
Have a 3D printed.
My friend Avery had the most insane take in the world, which is Waluigi and Mario should be Mads Mikkelsen and Hideo Kojima.
Yes! Absolutely!
I've ever seen in my
This is
entire
the best
life.
fucking take!
That's actually base.
And this sent
That's
me to the
extremely
Shadow
based.
Realm for about an hour. And I put off making this presentation for a full hour, which is why it looks like this, because I was sitting there swimming in this thought for 10,000 years.
This is the best thing I've ever seen.
While I was at the store, I picked up a bag and pretended to shake it as though it were full of coins. I often do this.
Wow.
I often do this. Except I also want Mads to have Waluigi dialogue, but I want Hideo Kojima to just speak in his tweets. I want them to be irrelevant to the film, and I want him to just speak in his tweets. Because they upset me every
I will
time.
cut off my feet and mail them to Kojima if he would
Next
just go
one,
wah, wah, wah.
Every chain chomp that appears in this film, I would like it to be McCall and the Monkey Ball. I would like it to be me and the Monkey Ball on a chain, chomping away. Put her in the ball. Please put her in the ball.
Factual.
She is in the new Monkey Ball, everyone.
All of Hideo Kojima's...
I feel like Sega won't allow this.
That's true.
Sega has allowed this.
There were
No, they won't allow her in the Mario movie.
There were Sega employees in my apartment when I revealed that this is a t-shirt that I'm selling, which, by the way, we're still selling it. I will take it down after this stream.
Put McCall on the ball.
So if you do want to get it, promo code Mario, 10% off everything in the store, including the Put McCall in the Ball tees, 2 variations there. Anyway, back to Liz.
Anyway, one last little take from me. So you may be wondering, Liz, who should play Yoshi? And there's only one realistic answer as to who should play Yoshi, and it's who embodies the creature, the character, the entity of Yoshi the most, and that's me. I should be Yoshi. Please.
You really do look like Yoshi in this image. Also,
because we're both just little dudes, and we wiggle and waddle around, and at all instances we go whang.
We were talking about how you do wiggle before we went live.
Yeah,
So
Liz,
I
it's
should
true.
play
Liz
Yoshi.
usually walks into the apartment like this. Like she'll hold on, I'll do a little.
It's a saunter.
Liz comes into the apartment. She opens the door.
You have a
goes,
camera you could cut
you
to.
could literally go into the webcam.
That
then
I
she
said,
sits down.
hello,
That's
Liz, and Liz went,
Well,
ah.
sometimes I go, wah.
That's actually more common. That's
Yeah.
like your default noise. The
I go,
is only like when you have tubes in you.
Yeah, if it's a good day, Liz is like, wah. And if it's a bad day, she's like, ah.
And if she has tubes in her, she's like, ow.
Yeah.
Then I go, ouchud.
So I actually agree with this casting. And also I just want to
Actually,
thank
Yoshi.
Adam for subscribing to the channel while sitting
Thanks,
on my
Adam.
couch.
No problem.
Really appreciate that. It means a lot.
Yeah, that's it. Anyone have further contemplations or considerations? I think that
This is your pitch. Why are you asking me?
because it's interactive. I want
it's interactive,
to crowdsource thoughts.
So you
and
know you know
theories here.
you know how in the god awful Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory from 2004, how every Oompa Loompa was played by the same character?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want that, but for the Mario movie, and every single character is played by Danny DeVito.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be good.
Who is directing this?
Who is directing?
It's Illumination, so it's bad.
Liza
Yeah,
Minnelli
they
as Birdo is good.
No, I think Theo has to play. I actually have a hot take on this. I think Theo should play Birdo because, hold on.
Is
But I
Theo
think
is
Close
Theo
up on-
trans?
Close up on Theo right now. No, he's not trans, but he does have Birdo's other characteristic, which is big fat DSLs. This dog has the biggest lips you've ever seen in your life, and I'm not sure we can get a close. Actually, can you pass it to me and I'll get a good close up on him? This dog has huge lips.
No.
Please don't do this.
This dog has absolutely giant lips.
Those are normal dog-sized lips, Dan.
No, he has a.
Not his
Weird.
fault.
Those are
You're being
normal.
He has such a big lip. It's. Oh, he just wants to
No,
lick
you're
me right
being
now.
weird.
This
Look
is
at how
norm-
big his lips are.
This is normal dog-sized lips.
No, if you look up close, Liz, come on.
It
You're
is.
being weird about
It
it.
is. You
He
are
has
being
giant
super weird
lips.
right now.
You're being super weird right now.
I'm just saying, he's got.
I want to
Super weird
die.
Right now. We're not gonna be on that close up.
And that's a series wrap for Kuba on Coffee Breath.
His lip to face ratio is equal to Birdo's.
Put the dog down. Put the dog down. I do think that the question was who is directing
Simply a dude.
my version,
Oh, your
Of the
version.
film.
Oh, okay.
which is a very good question. And I'm thinking very hard. And I think I was gonna say, Michelle, that I think Greta Gerwig would bring the certain energy that I would require from a Mario film to the project. I think I need a certain vibe. And a certain
It
level
seems
of
like it would be a
quality.
very intense film.
It would be a very intense.
See,
film.
Very intense.
I want David Lynch to direct.
You want David Lynch to direct everything. I want Daniel J. Collette to direct it because I know that the
director.
No,
because
you know what?
because I know the experience of trying to direct a Mario movie with these high-profile actors will slowly destroy Dan, creating the greatest documentary of all time.
That's true.
Yeah, that would be sick if I got to direct the Mario movie and you guys just follow me around with the camera the whole time.
It's like that episode of Community where the dean disintegrates over time.
Do you
It's
think
that.
they're the same thing, Love and Luigi?
I don't think they're the
I
same
do
thing.
think they're the same thing.
I'm not too sure about
Bailey,
that
you
one.
are correct on that casting choice.
Werner Herzog.
I think actually that a la the hit film Matilda, Danny DeVito should act and direct.
That's a good one.
Wait, Danny DeVito directed
Yes, he
Matilda?
did.
Yes, he did.
Yes,
On
he did.
Christ Above?
Yes, he
What
also
the hell?
he was also fucking great to everybody, and everybody
Yeah.
loved him.
Has
Everyone
he
loved
directed
him.
anything else?
I
Yes.
think so.
Probably,
Other
yeah.
stuff.
I want Mamata Hosoda, the critically acclaimed Academy Award-winning director of the Digimon movie, to direct my version. I'm sorry, how many Academy Awards has David Lynch won?
Liz, I'm not really sold on your pitch, but I'll throw it to the chat. Guys, put a 1 in the chat if you would watch Liz's movie. Put a 2 in the chat if you'd watch Illumination Pictures version with Chris Pratt. Let's leave it up to the chat to decide. I'm seeing that's a lot of 1s really fast. All right, I guess people are pretty excited about this one.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Liz, for your pitch. Also, I see that wait, did you find more intel on Danny DeVito?
I was looking up Danny DeVito.
Daniel DeVito.
I call him Daniel.
Daniel J. DeVito.
There's nothing else that's instantly hitting me as something.
But he has directed other stuff, right?
He has directed other stuff. He's directed several films. None of them that I recognize.
And
Here's what I want.
He directed Venom.
Tom Hardy?
Yeah, he directed Tom Hardy's Venom.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I'm pretty.
He did.
I'm
Liz,
like 80%
Liz, can you check the
sure.
list again?
No, this is a weird. bit.
I need you to check.
This is a weird.
Danny
bit.
DeVito definitely directed Venom.
He directed Venom.
I believe it.
Yeah. He's also directing Venom 2, the Carnage one.
I
right?
know
Yeah.
he didn't.
No, he directed
I'm
it.
pretty
Liz,
sure he directed it.
Liz, it is on there, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's right there. What are you talking about?
It's not.
It's
there.
literally right there.
It's really not.
I
there.
appreciate what a traitor Liz is, and not just gaslighting the shit out of Dan with the
Why
three
is
of
that
us.
the one you went to? Venom? Why?
Because it's the least plausible.
And also, you don't know the director of Venom.
No, but I knew it wasn't him. Like,
Yeah, but
I
it
heard
was-
enough about the movie that like I know it's.
But what if it
nothing,
was?
But if Liz had signed on, then
Liz
you
had
would have
signed on.
believed it.
According to Kira Blade in the chat, it's
Andy Serkis. Very cool. That's a good decision on their
Yeah.
part.
Why is Andy? No, put him in the goblin suit.
Put Andy
Be allowed to
Serkis
direct
in
if
the
he
monkey
wants.
ball.
No,
Put him in a ball!
put Andy Serkis in a mocap and make him the
Put
ball
me
itself.
in the monkey ball.
Here's what I would do as director of the Mario movie. I would cast all these famous actors and then bill them for their time and not use them. And I would submit to Nintendo a finished product of a tight 90 of me just playing Melee and wave dashing back and forth. And I'd say, censor this bitch.
Then you get sued.
I'd say,
I think-
shut down this movie, jackass. That's
They
what
would
I'd
be
say.
like-
to them.
And then they
We're
sue
sorry,
you.
we don't know what this video game is. We never made it.
Yeah, and they'd say, "Oh, you're doing an illegal action in our game. We can't allow this movie to be released."
See-
and then I save humanity because there's never a Mario movie made, and
Alright.
so culture is better thanks to me.
All right. Well, if I had
Using the power of Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo game.
if I had my own Mario movie, I would have it be all about the Amazon Prime Cinderella movie.
Before we get there,
I appreciate
would-
the segue though.
great segue. Thank you for that. But before we get there, I'd like to remind you guys the Coffeebreath merch store is open as
We pushed
always.
on the
4 minutes
ball.
ago.
I know
already
we
did.
just pushed it, but it was like a really small one, so I just want to remind you guys to go
It's
to
like a little
coffeebreathmerch.com
small push.
or type ! merch in the chat or click the link down in the description.
Little
Promo code for
movement.
the next couple days is going to be Mario. Type that into anything in the store. Get 10% off your whole purchase. The Put McCall and the ball tees are coming down soon, so if this is your last chance to
I
get
will
them.
buy this shirt.
This is your last chance to pick up either one of those. You can get the subtle one or the big one if
It's
you really want to let
pronounced
your
Michael.
friends
I'm
know.
getting the big one.
Yeah, Kuba's right. It's pronounced Michael.
It's pronounced
Thanks,
Michael.
Steve, for dropping the link in the chat there. Go ahead and click on that if you'd like to, kick something back our way. And just want to remind you guys one more time, the Coffeebreath Clips channel is a new thing that we're doing here. It's a separate YouTube channel where we upload smaller clips. If you're not the type of person to tune into an entire episode of the show, you just want to see our best bits, then go ahead and subscribe to this on YouTube. You can go to bit.ly/coffeebreathclips or type !YouTube in the chat. I think the link is also in the description. Subscribing to us on either of our the main YouTube channel where we do the VODs for this show, or also the Clips channel where we do the little clippy clips. Subscribing to either or both of those is a great way to help us grow, because that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get big on YouTube. That's a place that you can make money, and I'm all about cash income.
And giving it to none of us.
You know this about me. I've been in it for the dollar since day one. I am in the content game for the dollar and nothing else. So if you want to help me make dollars, subscribe there.
You could have said, I've been in this for the dollar since day one. I have been in the content game not for fun.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could have rhymed that shit. You were right there.
I'm only still here because of
No,
the sunk cost fallacy.
I'm the type of guy to come up. See me, I'm a different kind of rapper. I'm the type of guy to come up with a line like
Shitting,
Can
pooping.
we- Speaking of bad...
No, I'm the type of guy to come up with a line like top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. That's the type of guy I am.
Speaking of bad rapping, Amazon Cinderella?
Well, yeah, anyway, great transition, guys. You're really fucking through that
Time to
one.
swap me out for the other woman.
Oh, yeah, this would be a good time to swap Kathy in.
Yeah. We need to
yeah,
change
let's-
women. We can only have one at a time.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a dance
a
contract.
rule at the bar.
Yeah.
Remains the patriarchy.
Yeah.
It's a
I
rule
have
of
to-
Twitch.tv in general, actually.
Wait,
Yeah.
Not big fans of women at this establishment.
Liz is just breaking some shit over there on the way out.
Listen.
Really taking the patriarchy.
Oh no, she broke the Evangelion figure.
No, not her!
Okay.
Wait, I have to be here for this.
No, wait, no, you guys don't go anywhere.
Okay.
This is too much moving. Kathy, get in
I don't
there.
know what you're talking about. Adam and I could switch places at any moment. It's like the Parent Trap. We look exactly alike.
That's
We're
true.
both non-binary.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the NBs can switch positions. Naturally.
We're basically two Lindsay
Take a
Lohan.
transmission.
Yeah.
So I have this is
We're
going
like
to be
Masi Menos.
this is going to be a little bit of a problem, and here's why. Because you're about to be sandwiched between two people who are going to be arguing fiercely about the quality of this film. Because we have have one major detractor and one person who is the biggest fan of this movie to have ever lived.
Amazon Prime Cinderella Original Motion Picture 2021 starring Camila Cabello in her first acting debut is the best movie ever made.
That's pretty crazy. Liz knocked over my mouse, so I can't actually, cut to anything right now.
Is this the worst episode?
Okay. Anyway, sorry. Thanks for bearing with us, chat. I'm gonna do an actual transition because these guys really fucked it up. This week, since we were off last week, so it's actually been 2 weeks since we've done the Coffeebreath Show, this particular show that you're watching right now. And in that time, I consumed a lot of shit content. And the people here at the bar were there for most of these people were here for a lot of that content. So we're gonna just do a quick rundown of some of the cursed shit that we've watched in the past 10 days. And I don't want to start with Cinderella. Can we start with something else real quick?
We can start with whatever the fuck you want, Daniel. It's your show. Take control.
Okay. So I haven't told any of you guys about this, but the first thing that I watched, the first one, I have 4 cursed things that I consumed in the past 10 days. And the first one of them was the Charlie D'Amelio documentary series on Hulu.
Why?
The D'Amelio Show. Has anybody here watched that?
No.
I have a job.
I have a job too, and I'm not really sure why I watched this. I had heard someone talking on Twitter about how it was interesting, and I needed something to play in the background while I was writing a really long thing. I just needed some white noise in the background, and so I put this thing on, but I ended up getting actually really into it. It's kind of a based show. So here's a little trailer while I explain it to you guys.
I'm assuming this is all muted.
Yeah, it's all muted. Don't worry.
Oh, is that Jolene?
What?
Nothing.
So this is a documentary series that Hulu did on Charlie D'Amelio and her family. If you don't know Charlie D'Amelio, if you're a boomer, she's one of the most popular people on TikTok. And it's a really fascinating piece of media, actually, because as you watch all 8 of these episodes, it's genuinely hard to tell what is real and what isn't. There are moments where it's very clear that she's making stuff up for the camera, but then there's also moments where she's having a literal panic attack mental breakdown on camera. And it's there's no way she's faking it because she's not a good actress. It has to be real. And so it's this insane experience where you go from her being talking, going on this long rant about how social media is evil and it took so much from her. And she's clearly she's reading off a script. She's actually looking at a teleprompter at some points, it seems. But then they'll cut to her just actually having a full mental breakdown due to stress and everything related with being one of the biggest influencers in the world. And so it's kind of a fascinating thing for that reason. I don't have a ton to say about it, but if that sounds interesting to you, you should check it out. I just wanted to let people know that this is a thing I spent time watching and I didn't regret it, actually.
Dan, I have one question.
Yeah, what's up, Liz?
Which D'Amelio was in that weird hospital show?
I think it was this Charlie, the main girl.
Got it.
I'm pretty sure it was her. I forgot that we watched that.
We watched that whole thing.
What was that show called? The TikTok hospital show?
Good question.
I don't remember what that was called. Anyway, that's a conversation for another time. But yeah, just wanted to shout out the D'Amelio Show as a surprisingly entertaining piece of media.
I have an update, everyone.
Yeah.
Kuba has passed away.
Arrivederci.
Kuba has passed away. Time of death, 6:55 p.m.
Zoom in.
Sunday.
I can't hold on.
9:25.
I can't move. I can't fix the lower third or move the camera because Liz broke my mouse. So
I didn't break your mouse.
Kuba was surrounded by friends and loved ones.
Enemies and foes.
And passed away peacefully.
Kuba, I'm not kidding. I'm not memeing. You should watch this show. It's kind of crazy.
What happened? I dissociated for a little while.
That's pretty pog. Anyway.
Fuck, I did not blink. I'm crying.
Anyway, moving on. After I watched
I cannot stress, before I started doing that bit, I think 8 or 9 minutes ago. I'm not okay.
I agree with jelly-filled sweet roll in the chat.
Kuba gets that reward.
Kuba gets enough awards for being on the show, though. Anyway, so after I watched that, I decided that wasn't fucked up enough to spend my time that way. And so I purchased an HBO Max subscription. And then Myles and I... Yes. But I'm only gonna keep it for like a month, so
I'll
watch it fast. But I bought an HBO Max subscription. It was on sale. I want to watch Dune and the Sopranos movie. They're both coming out next month, so I got it. And then Myles and I had talked about wanting to see *Malignant*. I'm a big fan of James Wan, horror director.
And I'm a big fan of Bad Things.
Yeah. He did The Conjuring. He did *Insidious*. He did *Aquaman* also. Great director.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's an awesome director. Like, incredibly talented person. Does some weird... Sorry, hold on. There's some fucked up shit going... Thank you, Adam. There's some fucked up shit going on in my alleyway right now.
There's nonsense.
What the hell is going on out there?
It changed nothing.
Paranormal activity.
Yeah, there's some paranormal
activity going on.
And so, Myles... There is, like, the loudest motorcycle in the world driving a circle around my building right now. This is insane.
I think it's a threat.
Anyway, so...
This is homophobic.
I got an HBO Max subscription. Myles and I wanted to watch *Malignant*, so we put it on. And boy, was I not expecting that. That was a fucking insane piece of media. Has anyone else here watched *Malignant* yet?
No, but I didn't.
I have.
HBO Max, so
Every time someone says the name
I
of
have.
it,
It's awful.
You didn't like it? Okay, wait. Let me hear.
No. It is not awful. It is a enjoyable movie to watch.
I personally think this is not me memeing for the bit and like doing it for the stream. I genuinely think that movie's a masterpiece.
I heard it
Well,
was
you like surrealist bullshit, so yeah.
Yes, and I'm also a big fan of
Universal Horror Nights movie.
It's hard to really describe what that movie is.
It's a movie of every idea James Wan ever took to a movie studio, and they said no. And then eventually they said, do whatever you want, so we took all those ideas and put them in one movie.
Dan has previously, to give everyone a understanding of his taste, made me sit down and watch, like, David Lynch short films that were extras on his fucking David Lynch DVDs, and just forgot I was there. Because he was just like, this is what I want to do now. And I had to sit there watching these insane pieces of content.
I cannot stress, this is an enjoyable film.
I think everyone on the planet needs to watch this film, and I think a great thing to do before that is to watch his other films, especially *Insidious* and *The Conjuring*, because when you've seen a lot of James Wan... He also did Saw, by the way, which is also
he did the first Saw.
Yeah, he did the first Saw, and then, like...
launched his career, yeah.
Remember when we were talking about how annoying men who went to film school are?
Yeah, I know that we were just talking about that, but let me go off for a second, because this movie fucking rules. This movie is James Wan parodying his own films. He's like, there are scenes where he's recreating shit that he did in like literal like recreations of scenes from his previous movies that are played as a joke instead. And then the punchline at the end is like the most insane fucked up twist you could ever imagine, to the point where like this dude definitely made Aquaman just to be able to convince a studio to let him make this movie because it's so fucking insane.
I want to hear about Cinderella.
I want to talk
Myles,
about Cinderella.
do you have some thoughts on the incredible piece of media that is *Malignant* before we move on to Cinderella?
So here's the thing. I do have thoughts, but I'm aware that they will not be valued and I'll be interrupted immediately. So let's just talk about Cinderella so that I don't want to kill myself by the end of this recording.
Here's the thing, though. We can't talk about Cinderella just yet, because when I said that I subscribed to HBO Max...
You're right. We do have another thing to talk about that people are going to want to chime in on.
Here's the thing. Here's a reason why this movie got so much better and why Myles and I had such a great experience watching it, is because when we were done with it, we were so boomed that we almost watched it again. Because the twist is that good that it makes you want to start again and watch the whole thing over. But I won't get into that. I'm not here to spoil it for you. But you should watch this film. But we needed a palate cleanser. This movie shocked us so much that we needed to cool down. And so what we watched next was one of the only other things on HBO Max that stood out to me. Has anybody in the room heard of Little Ellen?
Little Ellen, as in Ellen DeGeneres, America's sweetheart?
If this ever gets a season 2, it's your fault.
Ellen DeGeneres has... I didn't hear anything about this until... I accidentally stumbled upon this show. and I was like, haha, we should get HBO Max for this, and then I did, and we watched it. Ellen DeGeneres commissioned a cartoon about her own childhood.
She had
about
to heal
herself.
her public image.
She made a series. Her production company made a children's cartoon starring her, but she's not even involved in it. She's not playing herself. They got someone else to play her. So this movie is not, or this series is not about her at all. This is just her trying to cash in on her own name. It's called Little Ellen. It's actually not awful, right, Myles? Would you agree?
Yeah, I'm the children's television show connoisseur.
Yeah, Myles loves children's TV, so I was interested to watch this with him, and you were impressed by it.
I was not impressed so much as I recognize that it's a visually appealing show.
Yeah.
It's fine, but then there's always the elephant in the room, which is that this is not just a cute, spunky protagonist who's bringing her own unique wit and style to the show. This is Ellen motherfucking DeGeneres.
Known intern abuser, Ellen DeGeneres.
This is a show in which Ellen DeGeneres, who seems like the most likable, sweet person, projects how good of a friend she is, and what a great comedian she is.
It was a
so
PR
funny
move.
that she can fix clouds in the sky. So funny that she can make sure that her friends' dreams come the fuck true. Because she is just such a wonderful little wunderkind that everybody wants to fucking hear what the fuck Ellen DeGeneres has to say. And that's the duality of the show, is that it's clearly written by people who are good at children's television. It's every episode's efficient. It's a very brisk. It's colorful. It's well animated. It's a pleasant thing to look at. But then you gotta look at Ellen DeGeneres do this shitty crab walk like a fucking Half-Life character. Fucking waddling around with shit in her fucking pants. Fuck Ellen DeGeneres. And let me just say, I'm not even a bandwagon person who hates her. I just don't like her. Alright? I didn't care about the intern abusing. I didn't like her. I never liked her. And then the interns were abused, and I was like, oh, hell yes! Now I can really dislike her. And it was awesome!
Cut the
clip that.
Cut the clip. Cut the tape.
I don't really have a whole lot to say about Little Ellen, but I do think that it's kind of the Sigma grind set to get canceled for abusing your staff, and then say, how can I continue to make money without doing any work?
Yeah.
And then commission a children's series about yourself that you have no involvement in, and you reap all of the money from.
And
Because
this
it's made
is-
by your own production company.
And this is a great point that DJ Steve McQueen has made. Yeah, you're right. It's not Bean Mouth Academy. It's not another show about children with bean mouths playing by the creek, using their imagination to bring a wonderful world together, or going to wizard school. It's none of that bullshit. It's just Ellen DeGeneres with her stupid fucking friends. And if this was just an incidental girl named Ellen, and the show was about, I don't know, like a young comedian who uses her comedy and wit to get through the day with her friends, it would be a perfectly passable 6 out of 10 complete distraction that you sit your 1-year-old down in front of, and they just passively absorb it and then forget it existed.
Factual.
But instead, it's a fucking 6 out of 10 that has Ellen DeGeneres in it.
Yeah, we had a long conversation about how this could be a good show, but Ellen's involvement in it ruins it. But anyway, that's just the insane double-header that we had.
What do you mean, why is this an insane conversation?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
I'm not. Me and Kathy are
I
hanging
want
out.
Kathy's thoughts on the pinnacle of all girl bosses.
Yeah, we're getting there. I just want to talk about the
Cinderella.
world's greatest doubleheader, I'm here to give a free advertisement to HBO Max because I had such a great time with this streaming service. Go subscribe to HBO Max right now and do a doubleheader of Malignant and Little Ellen. You're gonna have a fucking trip. Trust me.
Counterpoint, the world's greatest and most emotional double feature is Lady Bird and a Goofy movie.
Good. You actually watch a Goofy movie first, and then you watch Lady Bird.
You could
I think they
watch
could go
the
either way.
Godzilla
I
movies
think it could go either
or
way.
the King Kong movies on that.
Yeah, but that's kind of cringe. And
I'm pretty
I wanted
sure-
to watch Malignant and Little Ellen.
I'm pretty sure that you want to
say that
watch
on the show? That's a really good point.
you want to watch the Digimon movie because it's secretly 4 films in one,
I agree.
including an Angela
Yeah,
and a
I
Con at the
agree.
beginning.
It's the same movie.
And it's stuck to the reel.
But have
And then after that, you want to
considered-
watch Evangelion.
But have we
End of it.
considered
I
that
think
instead of
movies
paying
is
for a
like
new
for
streaming
voice.
service, you can just go onto Amazon and watch
Which
Amazon,
you have.
which I have, which
Everyone
I'm assuming
has.
Yeah.
most people have, or you can just steal it.
That was not sarcasm. That was just a fact.
And
Yeah.
you can watch Amazon Prime Cinderella Original Motion Picture 2021 featuring Camila Cabello in
And
her
James
first
Corden.
Yeah.
in her first acting role,
So-
and James Corden as a mouse/footman.
So to cap off this absolutely unhinged week of content that I consumed,
This is
from the
what I'm
Charlie
here for.
D'Amelio show to Malignant
No one
to
cares.
Little Ellen, and then Kathy sat Miles and I down and she said, so this was not a
She had a genius
conversation,
play.
this was a statement. She said, we are watching Camila Cabello's
No,
Cinderella.
we didn't.
Yes, you said we are watching it. And Miles chose, I
Gaslight.
didn't have a choice.
I'm gonna count all the crimes.
The
that,
thing
that,
is,
that
I
she's
have
about
been
to
trying to get
Dana
Dan
J.
to watch
Crime,
this
right?
movie since
No,
it
no,
came
no,
out,
I'm
and he
talking
wouldn't.
Kathy's
But
the
then
gas player.
yesterday, I
The
was
only
like,
crime she's
I
committed
want
is
to
being a
watch
girl boss.
Cinderella.
Liz, shut up!
I want to watch Cinderella. I'm going to watch Cinderella. Are you going to Are you going to be there? Are you not going to be there? Because I'm going to watch it anyway.
She said this at my house, so like I can't not be here.
There's another
There's
room.
another room.
There's
There's
literally
several
there's
options.
literally other rooms you can be.
There's
I-
a balcony.
the-
There's a bathroom. There's multiple
There's a
bathrooms.
The thing about it is that Dan did not have a choice because Dan is in some kind of cahoots with this woman. I assume business or smuggling
Yeah,
drugs.
Kathy and I have
something.
a business deal.
They have something
A little
going
bit,
on.
little
I
bit
don't-
of a partnership, maybe a little bit of a back and forth. You see,
They got a little bit of a rapport. They spend a lot of time in
a
the
certain
room
je ne
together.
sais quoi, little chutzpah.
They spend a lot of time in the same room together. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know. But basically, I had a choice. And I made the worst possible choice, as I often do.
What?
I decided to also watch Camila Cabello's Cinderella. And
And
this...
I didn't make you. I
No, you
said,
did not
we're
make me.
watching Cinderella. Do you want to join? And you
I
said
just
yes.
versus
I
Cinderella.
did not say yes, per se, but I think it was implied that I was going to do it. I never consented to the film,
Well, you
but
sat down and.
I did sit down to watch it.
Well, let's get right into it then.
Would you say maybe
This-
we should get loud?
This
Stop!
movie.
Let's get
Y'all
loud.
know
y'all.
anything about this movie?
Yes.
Fucking fantastic.
It's
This
masterpiece.
movie is fucked.
It's
This is
so
one of
good.
the worst
It's
things
so
I've
good.
seen in recent memory. And you can tell that really means something because I'm telling you everything else I watched in the past 10 days, which is all like weird fucking
This is
cringe.
very-
I am so excited for me and Adam to finally have representation of something that we hate.
This movie is one of the most offensive pieces of shit I have ever watched in my life. I was so mad I left the room more than once.
We always came back, though. We always came back.
Or-
So let's
Yeah,
let's
Kathy, fact of Cap. Yeah. Oops.
It's fact.
so
This
let's
movie, we need to just, Miles, I'll let you explain, but first, I need to preface the fact that this is a movie musical starring pop star Camila Cabello. It's a jukebox musical, which is like, you know, that
The
means
best
it's,
kind of movie.
it's like
I
they
don't know
steal
about that.
songs from other things. There's a
That's
couple
the best
original
kind of
songs, but they're mostly
there's 2 original songs.
yeah, there's 2 original songs. The rest of them are just like popular music from the 70s through now. And it's 2 hours long.
Oof.
This
Not
is
as
a
long
2-hour-long jukebox movie musical.
fuck.
favorite scene.
I'm so glad that they showed the
Oh
worst
my
part
God,
of the film in the
pantsuit, I've
commercial.
seen this.
This is fucked up. So, Miles, you sound like you wanted to explain.
Oh, I want to explain everything about
I
this
don't
movie.
think Miles should get a turn because he's already talked a lot, and this is
That's
my
true.
movie,
It's a
and
woman's
I
time
think
to
I
speak.
should get to speak.
I think that this film
It's
has
time
taken
for
women's
women to
rights
talk.
back to the fucking Stone Age.
Okay,
let
well,
me just say
you don't get to
Watch the
talk.
trailer.
let me just say up front that Kay Cannon is the opposite of feminism. She's a boomer who fucking is still writing like women don't have the right to
I got him off
work.
the camera. I got him off camera.
Incorrect.
Okay,
because-
Kathy's turn. Kathy speaks now.
So this movie is actually the pinnacle of feminism because a woman can have it all.
I
We
agree.
start
But
off.
only if a non-binary person gives it to them.
Yeah, no, she still has to have a man give her everything.
No,
Non-binary person.
Oh, come on. You know the imagery is exactly the same. Not to mention the prince also gives her everything. He is the only reason that she ends up having success.
That's true.
Stop yelling over me!
Non-binary people can only give you things temporarily.
I'm giving. Sorry, you guys are about to make me break out the wheel, Kathy. Please. She has the speaking wheel.
The movie starts off with a rendition of Rhythm Nation.
And it's heinous.
By white people.
By white. No, there's a couple of black people.
There's some background.
What I will say.
Mostly
Did you just say some background blacks?
Some background people of color.
Okay.
So what I will say about this film is that it is probably one of the most diverse films that I've ever seen.
And that's a plus. That's a perk. Camila Cabello is the face of Hispanic Heritage Month. And I think that's a win for women everywhere.
So now that we're done spouting memes, let's have some original statements here.
It's a great movie. I really enjoyed it. There's a part where they do a mashup of
Oh no, we have to build up to it. Because it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And I want you to give it in detail.
The mashup was the thing
Miles,
that.
stop gatekeeping girl bossing. Right
No,
now.
I'm gonna keep girl bossing all I fucking want.
Hold on, I have to. Hold on, you guys keep talking. I have to ban this spam account.
So the first thing that we gotta talk about.
And Dina Menzel is in it, and she does a cover of Material Girl, and it's really funny, and it gave me so much serotonin.
Yeah. So the first thing to talk about, the mention of Rhythm Nation, of course, Janet Jackson's song. Now, this was a personal affront to me. I love Rhythm Nation. I love that whole album. And then witnessing that was a nightmare experience that I could not believe.
Maybe have you ever thought that this movie isn't for you?
I have thought
Maybe
this.
And you're not the target audience. Not everything is about straight men.
That's true. We should all only be allowed to watch the movies that are for us, which means, Kathy, please give us a review of Crazy Rich Asians.
I actually really enjoyed Crazy Rich Asians.
I like that film as well,
Dude,
but
you
it's
don't
not for me.
understand. They bought the hotel.
They bought the hotel.
I think Henry Golding is very attractive, and I wouldn't have been a bitch and said no
Did
to
you
his
watch
proposal.
Shang-Chi?
Yeah, I did.
Wait. You guys are telling me right now. Wait, you guys are telling me right now. They bought that hotel?
They bought the hotel.
They're rich. I don't think you get it.
Wait. Are they rich? Or are they like a different level of rich?
They're crazy.
They're like crazy rich.
Theo is starting
Guys,
to
we're
perch
not,
himself.
we're not talking about works of art.
So let's
Tonight we're talking about Camila Cabello's Cinderella.
let's move a little further down the line. And Kathy, please give your opinion on when our character appears. She is, of course, a dressmaker. And how do you feel about the fashion that she produces?
Okay, there are two main flaws in this movie. One, that James Corden is in it and does his James Corden thing. No offense, James Corden, if you're watching this. And two...
I would like to actually say offense to James Corden.
Yeah, James Corden, if you're watching this, fuck you. You're an asshole.
And two,
No one likes
all of her dresses are so ugly. She's a dressmaker, and she wants to have a business, and everyone says, no, you can't. And there's a reason. It's because they're all ugly.
Now, the film frames this as women can't have businesses, which is why a man has to step in and assist her in achieving her dreams.
The problem is that she's really bad at making
But
dresses.
she's also bad at the dresses, and this was an example of simping. S-I-M-P-I-N-G. Can you say simping? So...
Not on Twitch.
Not on Twitch. So...
Only in Twitch chat.
So here's the big thing about this film. Well, there's many big things about this film. So there's a couple of big things about this film worth noting. This film was written by a woman named Kay Cannon, who wrote 3 Pitch Perfect films, and this is her not her directorial debut, but this is the first time she's directed anything in the Pitch Perfect vein. So clearly she was writing most of the roles for people in the Pitch Perfect franchise. One character was obviously supposed to be Rebel Wilson, and Rebel Wilson said, no, I'm not playing a minor side character again. I have like 5 lines in the script that you've proposed to me. And they're like, oh yeah? We'll get another fat. And so they found another woman who no one has ever met or heard of, and they just made her say offensive lines because, of course, women can't just be plus size. They also have to be annoying if they're plus size. All the skinny women in this movie, by the way, very bearable human beings.
Are they? I thought they were all terrible.
They're all
But
terrible.
That's what makes it fun.
They're all terrible, but she's like weird, like she's like sexually aggressive and like weird and kind of like and like condones bullying. Like she's just like a shitty person.
The thing is, so the whole like, you know, the big conflict is that Ella wants to be a dressmaker and she wants to have her own business and she wants to be a girl boss / boss babe, which good for her. But Idina Menzel's character, the evil stepmother, who actually isn't that mean, she's just looking out for Ella, is saying you have to marry rich so that you can survive in this patriarchal world that we live in, because it is a material
We are living
world.
in a material world.
Wait.
And she is a material
Wait,
world.
her name instead of Cinderella is just Ella.
They call her Ella because so the reason that they call her Cinderella is because she's cleaning the chimney all the time and she's frequently covered in cinder.
Yeah, I know.
So it's a rude.
It's a great name.
Yeah.
So
it's
now
rude-
Ella
It's a
has
rad as
to-
fuck nickname.
Ella has to break out of this patriarchal society that both wants her to marry a man that she doesn't love and
Is she
won't
gay
love
coded?
her. Huh?
Is she gay coded?
No, she's
No.
just a girl boss.
No, she's
focused on her
excessively
career.
straight. She's one of the
She's
straightest
girl-
characters I've ever seen in my life.
She's girl boss coded.
Unfortunate.
So this is a musical, obviously. Let's talk about some of the music. Starts off hot with Rhythm Nation.
The worst rendition of Rhythm Nation I've ever
Oh,
heard.
it's foul.
It's amazing.
Why
It's
am
so
I on the
amazing.
panel for this?
You should leave.
Do you want to
I tried. Dan wouldn't let me.
No,
You
Kuba,
should
you
leave.
have to absorb this movie through us.
Do you want to
So-
trade? Because I have thoughts.
No.
Yes.
No,
I
don't
need
get
Kuba
Liz
to
in here.
suffer.
Let Liz talk.
Well, yeah.
I
we can
will
talk about
Kool-Aid man my way through this bar.
it.
Liz
Let's
Nation.
Liz, you can just squeeze in here. Let's talk a little bit about the music. Starts off with Rhythm Nation. Material Girl, we get a cover of that. We get a cover of...
The Material Girl scene is really funny
It's
because it just takes place on a lawn. Like, there's, like, no production value to it. There's nothing fancy about it. They're just dancing around on a lawn in front of a laundry line.
Okay, so it goes from Rhythm Nation, and then we get an original song by Camila Cabello, who is, by the way, 2 or 3 time Grammy nominated.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Zero winner
Wow.
because she's bad.
2, 3, 4, 5 Grammy
Zero
nominated.
wins.
0 wins. but
Zero
yes.
wins.
We have
Who
an
do you
original
think?
song called Million to One,
Sucks.
which,
Ass.
you know, if it's a million to one, she's gonna be that one.
I hate the fact that you know
And,
these
if
lyrics.
it's a shot in the dark, she's gonna be
She's
the
been
sun.
singing
And
it
the
to me
world
like
is-
every day.
Half asleep, but she's gonna wake it up. Which, you know, translates directly into her waking up the world of fashion.
Yeah, that's
with
pretty
these
sick.
new
And from there we
dresses.
go into Somebody to Love by Queen.
Wait, is that really what happens next? Song-wise?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, because there's
Because we
the
get
town
dark,
crier.
We get the dark reprise of Million to One.
No, that doesn't
and
happen
then-
yet.
No, it does. It does.
Does it really?
Yes, it does.
I would trust.
No
Gavin.
way! That's
It
so
does.
early.
No, it goes from Million to One.
But the
Million
dark
to One,
reprise is
reprise,
before Billy
then the
Porter
crier.
sings,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Then
But-
then we get the town crier. Then we get Somebody to Love, and then we get the town crier.
Wait, but
Who, by the way, was supposed to be played by Missy Elliott.
but the Billy Porter part comes 45 minutes in. It can't be already the dark reprise.
Oh, we have so many reprises.
Is there
of Million to One.
3 reprises of? No,
Yeah.
there's 4. There's 4 reprises.
There's
of
no
reprises.
limit to the amount of reprises one can have.
Okay.
Anyway, this is just shit awful film, and all of these songs build up to a moment in which there is, please let me explain this, a ballroom dance scene that starts off with everyone in the room ballroom
All the
dancing and singing "What a Man."
All the women.
Yeah.
They all look amazing.
All the
Best
women
fashion in
sing
the
"What a
whole-
Man." They're
Best
dancing.
fashion.
They're all dancing in the ballroom, and then the men enter the dance floor, and they
No,
start
you-
singing
you're-
"Seven
you're
Nation
doing it-
Army" by the White
No, you are
Stripes.
explaining it wrong. That's not what happened. What happens is that the prince and his entourage enter, and all the women turn around, stare, gather, and then they start singing "What a Man" at him, because you know,
What a
man. I want to marry that man. There's a line where they literally go, "I want to have your babies." And
Yeah,
then-
can I talk about this when you're
No,
done, by the way?
No.
No, I said when you're done.
And then
Don't silence a black man,
And then
please.
the prince turns around to his entourage.
I
and
should
then
be allowed to
starts
talk about
singing
the music of my
Seven
people,
Nation
goddammit.
Army. Because a 7-nation army can't hold him back from trying to run away from his one true love.
All right,
It's
so let's.
actually incredibly deep and powerful, and I think it's my
Very
favorite
powerful message.
scene in the entire movie because I think it says a lot about the expectations that we put on men and women and this idea of courtship, especially in a pseudo-historical modern contemporary era.
So let's talk about how theater people should never be allowed to have access to black music ever again.
That's
So
a valid take.
I mean, yeah, that's also
It's-
there.
no, it's a valid take for right fucking now. So here's the thing: What a Man, and to be fair to this sequence, there is one dark person on the screen at all times. So technically, she should be allowed to solo the song if she pleases. However, the problem is that we eventually have these theatrical. And frankly, Lin-Manuel Miranda is to be blamed for this. But we have this very theatrical, a performance by these obvious theater women, and at one point they decide to try and sound as black as humanly possible by singing in their white woman nasally Christian Chenoweth voices, "I want to have your baby," and they say it like that. And it's that moment that made me realize that racism is alive and well in this country. There has not been a single moment before then that made me think we might still have a problem. Until I saw Camila Cabello's Cinderella.
I did have one brief point, if I may interrupt.
Of course.
Women
can talk.
To my Mario point that I forgot to bring up earlier that my friend Avery had also brought up. That Donkey Kong in the movie should do the DK rap, but he will not. And if they were going to let him do the DK rap, they would have cast Lin-Manuel Miranda as Donkey Kong.
That's a great point.
And that would have been really, really bad.
That would have been...
Anyway.
Yeah.
No, they would have never done that.
He would have been like, yo, wait, no, hang on, sorry. I have to try and get the weird
Please
Lin-Manuel Miranda
Lin-Manuel Miranda impression.
No, I have to do... Wait, no.
Oh,
Ben,
wait, did somebody say Lin-Manuel Miranda impression?
No.
Lin-Manuel Miranda doing the
What?
DK rap. It's Lin-Manuel Miranda doing the DK rap.
Oh,
DK!
Donkey Kong!
I said Donkey Kong!
I said, Donkey Kong, if he shoots you, it's gonna hurt!
He lives in the jungle collecting bananas, but he ain't bananas. And he from the streets, and he collecting bananas, but he ain't bananas.
I think this transformed into an Aziz Ansari impression.
Speaking
What
of
do you
which,
guys think?
very good, very good. So, Lin-Manuel Miranda does not appear in this film, but you know who does appear in this film? The first non-binary fairy godmother in the history of cinema
It's true.
and fairy tale
Billy
writing.
Porter plays
Billy Porter.
the fabulous godmother, who
Is
is a
that-
butterfly that turns into a...
Famous for their role as Monsieur Kinky Boots.
He is the Kinky Boots.
Is the character referred to as the fabulous
Yes.
godmother?
The
That
fabulous
makes me
godmother.
Yeah, it's a
The
fabulous
character-
godmother.
The character
Oh my
introduces themselves as your
Not
fabulous
gender neutral.
godmother.
Even though, like, they
It could have just said
introduced him as
godparent.
gender neutral.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing
and there
is-
was no...
They
Here,
introduced
the
Billy
thing about it
Porter
is
as
that
gender
this
neutral,
film was
fairy
written
god guy,
by a
but they
woman
still refer
named
to them
Kate
as the
Cannon,
fairy godmother.
who I wanted to say for a long time was born in 1974.
Exactly.
And so she's, what,
Exactly.
59?
Fairy godparents.
The thing is, I think...
Yes, it's
She
She doesn't
funny.
understand
49.
gender
No,
identity
the thing,
expressions.
I think she thinks fairy is a slur, so she was like, let's just get rid of that altogether and replace it with fabulous.
You don't understand that all of her talking points for
genuinely think
feminism
that's
and LGBT culture are stuck in 1997.
And I think it's a little, that Billy Porter's outfit is the best outfit in the entire movie because everything Ella makes and wears is disgusting. I looked this up. Her shoes are custom made by Jimmy Choo, and they are so ugly. They specifically were like, I don't want to do stiletto because stilettos are bad for feminism. And like, yes, that's true because they hurt, but they look really good. And the monstrosity they made is even worse for a woman because it's ugly.
Now, this is a great time to talk about the mouse joke. And I wanted to talk about the
Now
mouse
this
joke.
I gotta tap back in for because this is
Now the
something.
mouse joke.
This is something really different.
Now,
So-
there's a
I've
couple of...
wanted to leave for so long.
So,
and people keep
There are a
tagging in and
couple
out.
of... Well, Dan, here's the thing. I think you should handle the transformation, the James Corden part mouse joke. I will handle the mouse joke sequence that references the anatomy of the mouse.
Yeah, wait, you start. Sorry, I'm fixing the mic. Sorry, this is gonna be kind of loud. Ben said someone was like bumping it. Is there, okay, let me know if that fixed it, Ben. I moved it back a little
There's
bit.
a lot
So-
of noise on the left.
So...
This one? Is that me yelling? Is that the noise?
Oh,
Yeah,
it
a
might
lot
be...
of noise
That's
on the left
not
channel.
noise.
Hold on, oh, is that better? Did that help? I don't know. Let me know. There's something going on. Clearly, I'm seeing it too. You guys, Myles, introduce the mouse joke.
Okay. So, there is a joke in which, as the story goes, spoilers for Cinderella, they turn the mice into footmen to escort Cinderella to the ball. There's a couple of interesting changes because she needs to be recognized by the prince because the prince has promised her that he will help her meet people who will be interested in her dressmaking competition. Of course, a man helps a woman achieve her dreams. That's the only way that it's allowed to happen. So, I agree. Bad. So, actually, though, technically she does do it herself because she meets her queen of a foreign country and she is impressed by her dresses without her, but she still has to be invited to the ball by the prince. But that's not true because she is allowed to go to the ball however she wants. The only difference is that the mother says no. But she could theoretically go to the ball if she
Well,
wanted.
no, because she was only invited to the ball because the ball was only supposed to be for women of wealth and repute.
But everyone was invited.
But then the prince meets Cinderella when he's doing his little Aladdin thing. And then he's like, oh my god, I'm in love with this girl who wants to be a girl boss, and I'm super into that.
Yes.
So I'm actually going to tell my father, the king, to make it open for all
Oh,
women.
I forgot this.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I
So
remember.
again, Men have to help women succeed. Very bad messaging. Terrible film. But anyway, so they turned the mice into footmen to escort Ella to the ball. And there was a sequence in which the three men, played by British comedians, whose names I don't remember.
James Corden, James Acaster, and Ramesh... I don't remember his last name.
James Acaster was in this movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Isn't that
fucking
so funny?
upset.
Yeah.
I'm so...
All the
James Acaster is one of the best comedians
James
working
Acaster
in all of
so
stand-up
funny.
right now.
He's so
If you have
funny.
not watched...
And he
I've seen everything he's ever done.
and he throws this like no one has ever thrown before.
Not to
So
mention, he
funny.
has the least lines of the three of them.
It's true. Well, all the letterbox.
What do you mean?
They definitely just cut all of his
All the
lines,
letterbox.
for sure.
Well, okay, so
He probably improv a
actually,
bunch of funny shit, and they were like,
no,
get that out of here.
James Acaster's role was supposed to be played by John Mulaney. Fact.
Ah, that
So I
explains a lot.
think it was written for John Mulaney, and then he like bounced for whatever reason. I have my own.
He went
feelings
to
on that.
rehab.
His life crises.
He literally went to rehab.
Or is it the baby? I don't know. Nobody knows. And
literally went to rehab for like 9 months.
and I think James Corden, who still has connects in the British world for whatever God knows reason,
Said, "Oh, another
Was like-
James."
how can we replace this? And they were like, James Acaster, you're popular right now for the wrong audience. All the letterbox reviews are like, why is James Acaster in this?
Everyone who likes James Acaster is very frustrated with his appearance in the film.
Oh
But
no,
what
I
frustrated
loved it.
me...
I adored it. I think he was one of the best parts.
What
Well
frustrated
casted.
me the most about the film, first of all, is that there's a great clock that they waste, and I won't get into that. The second thing that frustrated me is that James Corden makes a reference to, now that he is a human, he's excited because of the way that human beings pee. He says, do you realize how we pee? And then James Acaster says, yes, you pee with, and I quote, your front tail.
Yes.
Now,
There is a scene in which the three mice gather around in a circle as humans and discuss how now that they're humans, they pee out of their front tails.
I have a lot to discuss about this because after watching the film, I was in bed, awake at night, when it occurred to me, hang on a moment, why? It occurred to me. Sorry, I have to.
Sorry, I can't fix the camera because Liz broke my mouse.
Yeah, it occurred to
Don't
me.
break the mouse.
It occurred to me as oh, this is how Liz feels all the time. I look like you know? Hey, Liz. Ah! Anyways, so it occurred to me. Why would a mouse be so surprised about the genitalia of a man? Are mouse penises really that different from ours? And so I did my research. I decided to look into the mouse penis. And what I discovered are a couple of very interesting things. Mice have penises so similar to man's that they are frequently used in clinical studies regarding any kind of male genital drugs or male genital issues. In fact, if you right now Google mouse Viagra, you will see that mouses' penises look fucking identical to man's penises.
Now-
So what this says to me is that James Corden should not have been surprised about his penis. This was just an excuse for James Corden to dispel the fact that people think that he is gay by talking about his cock.
Thank you for that, Myles. I was informed by this about all of this in the same way that you guys just were, where we watched the movie, Myles went to bed, Kathy and I are still in the living room, and then about 30 minutes later, he kicks down his door.
He,
and he's like,
stomps
Google
down.
mouse cock right now!
Mouse Viagra!
And so I Googled mouse Viagra, and I can't show that to you on Twitch, but it's actually worth Googling. It's kind of insane.
I was sitting on the couch, rebelling and finally having a movie about girl bosses to represent me. And I just get this lecture about mouse penis shouted at me from 2 feet away. It really took the shine off.
I love Steve's take in the chat. If you give a mouse a Viagra, please, I'm not going to say please Google mouse Viagra,
If
but
you're curious.
if you're curious, it's a really funny image.
Say, please Google mouse Viagra.
If you're curious and you have a strong stomach, it's a really funny image. Anyway.
And also, if you have a strong stomach, make sure to check out the Coffeebreath Clips channel.
No, we're going to wrap this up real quick. With the last thing that we're going to talk about, Myles, we have to touch on one more crime that James Corden committed in this film.
And I think that Kathy, being that this is her only flaw with the film, should kick us off.
No, I said that James Corden was one of the flaws, right?
No, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did. I'm sorry.
Of course.
I just wasn't listening to you because, you know,
Why is it so big?
It's really
They
big.
just Googled it over there, and can confirm it's really big.
All right, I'm Googling it right now.
Let's all just Google it for a second. What? They're huge.
I'm not saying Google Mouse Viagra, but if you want to see what we're seeing, just Google it.
So the thing about this is that it implies that James Corden might have the biggest cock in the Cinderella universe.
What the actual fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
It's really big.
It's the worst thing that's ever
All right,
happened to me.
all right.
So the
Hold
final...
up Theo for scale. Hold up Theo for... I'm gonna hold up Theo for
Leave
scale.
my son alone.
This is the worst episode we've done since the
Theo,
Titanic.
all right.
So it's about up to here on Theo as far as these things go. So just imagine it starting from here all the way up to there.
No, that's fucked up. We can't
Good night, everybody.
Okay, anyway, the final thing, the final crime that James Corden committed in this film is that there's a scene where obviously, you know, we all know the story of Cinderella.
Yeah, spoilers for Cinderella.
She's trying to get back before midnight and she's running late. The mice start turning back into people. The two other ones who aren't James Corden, they go poof poof and they're mice again. But for some reason, they gave James Corden an entire scene where he gets stuck halfway between human and mouse, where his head,
75%.
his head is James Corden head in real life, human head, and his body is the mouse body, but it's the size that the mouse would be in relation to his head.
So it's like this, like that.
Yeah, it looks exactly like that.
This bit lasts for, honest to God, at least 30 seconds, where he's just screaming, and it's just James Corden's head on top of a mouse-sized mouse body, and he's just flailing in the air, and they show it from like 3 different angles. It lasts for 30 seconds.
Wait,
From the front
that's
and then
Anyway,
from the back.
I want to watch this movie
It's
right
so
now.
fun.
That
I
sounds like
really
the
love
only good bit James Corden has ever done.
So the thing is, it lasts for 30 minutes, and she's staring at him, and he's staring back, and she's screaming, he's screaming, the other mice, I think, are also screaming, and
Yeah.
I'm screaming because I'm having such a good time, and they're screaming because they're not having a good time, so it's just everyone screaming, and it's such a wonderful piece of joy, and I think everyone should watch it, and also, Kay Cannon, call me.
No, this was the worst 30 seconds of cinema I've ever seen in my
It was
life.
such a fun movie.
Myles,
I really loved it.
You had some thoughts on this as well, I'm sure you want to share.
I did.
This shot in particular.
Yeah, this shot is particularly special. Oh, hang on.
Kathy sent me a picture of Dan during what I can only imagine was this scene. And
Oh,
No,
wait,
this was
yeah,
just
hold on.
this was just a regular scene. This was not during the.
Oh,
mouse
wait,
scene.
sorry, I minimized. Hold on. This was me watching the movie. Kathy just, this is like 40 minutes into the film, like, the awful James Corden shit hasn't even happened yet, and she just turns to me and just, like, snaps a picture, and this is what she saw in that moment. This is the pure rage that I was expressing
I was laying in
unintentionally.
bed like, oh no.
Do you have the Miles?
I also have the Miles.
Oh, yeah, also, here's Myles just fucking obliterated by, you can't really see it, it doesn't really play great for the camera, but yeah, Myles is
there.
fucking dead, too. This really took a lot out of us.
It was a little too long. I think it could have been done in a
I
tight-
hope my phone
in a
is
tight
still
video.
there.
Sorry, Myles, your
It was
final
a
thoughts
tight
on the offensive 30 seconds that we saw.
Oh, my thoughts have nothing to do with those 30 seconds. They have everything to do with psychologically profiling Kathy. I think that we can officially describe Kathy as a sadist. I think that Kathy's joy had nothing to do with the film or its positive girl boss messaging because, as we've discussed many times, Kathy does not want to be a girl boss. It seems like a giant pain in the ass, and she wishes she had a sugar daddy. What Kathy actually enjoyed most about the film was our pain and our suffering.
True.
And I think that she is conflating
Factual.
her enjoyment of the film with her enjoyment of our reactions
I
to
would
the
like
things.
to ask if you're surprised because she did attend law school. So
It's true.
I don't really see where the confusion is.
Actually, the gender balance on the review panel is pretty perfect because we have 2 men, 2 women, and a non-binary individual. Much like
I'm
the
not.
film.
I'm not
50,
involved here.
Well, then we have 2 men and 2 women.
I'm not a part of this.
Liz is up here.
I'm here
They-
now.
Yeah,
This whole thing, they wouldn't let me leave.
That's
yeah,
true.
That's facts. That's factual.
absolutely
And
fair.
that's a crime.
Yeah. Look, I think
Yeah.
the thing is that men hate women.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And-
true. Oh, I
and
hate
men-
you all.
And men hate fun.
Oh, I hate fun. Fun is
and
terrible.
I think that.
Listen, I don't hate women, but
and I
if
think
I
that
was
it's
a worse person and I watched this movie, it would make me.
hate
It would
women,
make me
but-
hate.
I don't hate women, but Dad, just own it. We both hate women. It's true. We
And
play
I think
video
you guys-
games.
And if
I
you
think
want to
you guys
hate
are
women
just
too,
mean. I
and
think you guys are just mean. It's a fun movie.
and if
Why
you
do
want to
hate
hate
fun?
women too,
Anyway.
make sure to subscribe to Show Coffee Breath right here.
Hashtag watch.
Show your misogyny at the Coffee Breath channel on
Don't
YouTube.
show your misogyny on.
Go into the
on
comments and
Instagram.
tell us
Coffee Breath,
exactly what you
hashtag
think about
Mario.
Hillary Clinton.
Can you?
Oh
hold this
shit!
dog?
Wait, Kathy, we have to talk about Hillary Clinton. for a
No.
second.
Wrap it up.
No,
Kathy, let's
it's,
stop it.
no, guys, it's over. We gotta end here.
And we're out.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Coffeebreath Show. Hashtag Stan Charlie D'Amelio. Hashtag Stan Camila Cabello. Check out their films. I'm
Hashtag-
really
Hold on.
big enjoyer of both of them.
Not a
Hashtag let Kathy speak.
I just think it's a really fun movie and everyone should watch it. Thank you very much for watching.
Hashtag
Yeah.
leave pace for Luigi.
Leave pace for Luigi.
Yeah, anyway,
my
thanks for watching. As you know, Coffeebreath merch store always open any time of the
Put
day.
the ball in the ball.
Next few days, type Mario in your promo code slot to get 10% off anything in the store, including the Put McCall on the Ball tees, which
Put
are
McCall on
going
the ball.
away soon. So if you want those, hop on it now. Link is down in the description, coffeebreathmerch.com. Also, one more reminder, subscribe to the Coffeebreath Clips channel and our main YouTube channel as well. You can get the links to both those if you type !YouTube in the chat. Links are also in the description, or go to bit.ly/coffeebreathclips if you need to. And that's where we're uploading.
We're only funny under 30 seconds.
Yep, and that's where you can watch short clips of us being funny if you don't want to watch the whole thing.
If you don't want to watch
We're
us
not
being
funny.
unfunny for 90 minutes.
I'm currently uploading all of the presentations from last week's presentation party, so if you missed any of those, you want to check them out. They're all going up on that Clips channel, so check them out there. And the full VOD is also on our main YouTube channel. Subscribe to both of those; it helps us out a lot. And I just want to say thank you for tuning into this truly heinous episode of the Coffeebreath Show.
Very bad. Very
My
bad.
name is
regret
Daniel
nothing.
J. Collette. I have been your host as always, and I appreciate having you here. I appreciate you choosing to spend your Sunday night with us as always.
For some
I want
fucking
to thank
reason.
everyone in the chat who tuned in tonight and joined us live here at Bar Coffeebreath every Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And I also want to thank my group of panelists tonight who helped me share some thoughts on film and literature. I went to school for this, and so got to use it somehow.
Final
Sure,
thoughts.
sure as hell don't use it in the industry anymore.
Yeah,
Final
so
thoughts.
if you haven't already, follow us on I agree, Happy
PP
Pups Penis, I agree. If you haven't already, hit us with a follow on Twitch here, and tune in next week for next Sunday night for the Coffee Breath Show.
We'll be here.
Theo is a part of Rhythm Nation. Are you? That's his slogan.
Oh, I
And
wanna
this
die.
is KarateKuba saying Mouse Viagra.
Au revoir.
This is Daniel J. Collette, your host, saying, if you Google one thing tonight, consider typing in Mouse Viagra, just see what happens.
Arrivederci.